Greetings, YouTube! Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White. This is episode number 28, and in this episode, we're going to be going all the way up to Chargestone Cave, and maybe getting a little bit done in there, but I'm not expecting that much at all, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, we've got a battle right at the beginning here against a Ranger, and she's going to start off with an Emolga at level 27. We've seen plenty of these, especially at the Electric Gym in Imbasa City. I've got Palpitoad out here, so I'm at pretty good advantage. His electric type attacks are not going to be hitting me. Muddy Water, even in the rain, was not able to knock out this Emolga. Don't understand why, but it didn't. We'll finish it off with an Uproar, and that's going to get Palpitoad up to level 32. Didn't learn any moves. He is locked into the Uproar now, though, so I'm going to switch him out. Deerling is next. It's a normal and grass-type Pokemon, so I'm going to switch out to Archon. And Archon will have the advantage. We'll go for an Acrobatics. I don't have a held item. I'm not going to be giving Archon a held item anytime soon so that he can just continue to abuse the fact that Acrobatics doubles in power without a held item. Goes up to like 110 power, which is kind of ridiculous. Alright, so we get a Cherry Berry, which will help us cure paralysis if we ever get it in bind with that, which I'm sure we will. And we've got another battle here. Parasol Lady Nicole. She's going to start off with a Tympole. Is this going to be all Tympholes? My goodness. I hope not. Level 24. Just a water-type Pokemon. Doesn't have the ground-type. It gains that when it evolves into Palpitoad. Why couldn't I not think of that when I have one? That's kind of retarded. Mudshot doesn't take out the Tympole somehow. Like 8 levels higher than it. It still doesn't kill it. So we're again stuck with going for an Uproar to finish off the Tympole. And yep, another Tympole's coming, so I'll just spread the love around. I'll get everybody a chance to knock a Tympole out. Alright, we'll do Servine next. And it's still at level 24, so this time Leaf Blade is going to be super effective, unlike Mudshot that we just did in the last turn. Takes out Tympole in one hit. And let's see, we'll bring out Zebstrika for this one. Just spread it around. Everybody gets to kill a Tympole. Okay, so we'll go for a Spark, obviously. And that will be super effective as well. And Tympole has no chance to survive that. Down it goes. And fourth and final Tympole. Screw it. I'm not switching out this time. We'll leave Zebstrika in for this one. We'll go ahead and go for another Spark. And that finishes it off. And that was a very, very boring and wasteful battle because I only got like 300 EXP from each Tympole. Yikes. So it was a total of like 1,200 EXP split between 3 Pokemon. Not cool. Alright, this guy is probably going to have a Deerling. Most of the researchers, if not all of them, or the scientists that is, on this route are all going to have Deerlings. So, going to plan accordingly with Archon. And this one's at level 27, but it is still weak to Flying. Most of these scientists also like to use X items, so it's different every time. Sometimes they'll go for X attack, sometimes they'll go for X speed, sometimes they'll go for X defend. They also do Dire Hit. So, yeah, all that good stuff, but if you have something that is going to be super effective on it, they won't even get a chance to get a hit off. Alright, so this is the Deerling Research Lab, and they research the seasons. And that's why Deerling is so important, because it changes its appearance. Alright, so they want to research this Pokemon, and basically what they want you to do is bring in a Deerling that has had its appearance change. So first, please capture a Deerling, then when its appearance changes, could you bring it back to the lab? I don't really want to do that. Then when we've confirmed the change to the Deerling you bring us, we will also go search for that season's Deerling. How about it? No, I don't have a Deerling right now, and I'm not interested in it, but you can do this. I mean, if you want. It's not really something I'm interested in, though, so I'm going to pass on that. I'll talk to everybody in here just to make sure I'm not missing any items of importance, and then we'll continue on towards Chargestone Cave, which is just down the road. Alright, apparently we did not miss anything there. Okay. So, oh, there's an item down there. And there's also a battle right here, which is going to be another Deerling, I'm assuming because it's a scientist. Let's see. Scientist Maria Deerling, of course. Level 27, just like all the other Deerlings. I'm just going to stick with Archon. He should grow up to level 32 after this battle. Maria's going to start off with an X speed, and that's not going to be enough because we're able to knock it out in one hit. Anyway, Archon does grow up to level 32, doesn't learn any moves. And over the course of the next couple of episodes, we're going to be getting some evolutions for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like, in the next 6 or 7 episodes, my entire team is fully evolved. Because they all evolve in the mid-30s. I have Sturvine that evolves at level 36. Palpitoad evolves at level 36. Oh, that was actually a Pokemon. It's going to be Fungus. Grass and Poison type Pokemon. Not interested in that. Archon also evolves, not at level 36, but at level 37. And, well, Zebstrika is already fully evolved. But, yeah. And then the 5th Pokemon that I'm going to be adding in a couple of episodes, once we get to Mistralton City, which is on the other side of Chargestone Cave, that Pokemon evolves into its 2nd form at level 41, so not that far off from that either. And the 6th Pokemon that I'm going to be adding to my team, which is quite down the road from now, but it actually does not evolve at all. So figured I'd mix things up. I've got 2 evolution sets. I've got a couple of 3 evolution sets, so I might as well go for a Pokemon that doesn't evolve because I don't do that very often at all. So thought I'd branch out a little bit. Alright, so we have Frillish here. The female version obviously is pink, while the blue version is the male. And it's a water and ghost type Pokemon, which is an interesting combination. It is still weak to electricity, however, so Spark knocks it out in one hit. And I'm assuming at least one of these are going to be a Pokemon. That was a Leaf Stone, however, and this one's going to be a Fungus. Not interested in these Fungus, or Fungi, however you want to say it, at all. So I'm just going to run for them. I would be killing them, just for the experience, as I have to battle them anyway, but they can have the Effect Spore ability, and that can put you to sleep, poison you, or paralyze you on physical contact 30% of the time. Not interested in that, because I'm not going to be able to get fully healed for a while yet, so don't want to deal with that. Alright, Pokemon Ranger Richard. And he's going to start off with a Minccino, level 27. It's a pure normal type Pokemon. Really doesn't have any advantages that I can think of at all. It has a pretty decent speed and like average attack as well, but really nothing else. Emolga's the next Pokemon, and we fought enough of these to know that our best chance is going to be to actually stick with Archon despite its weakness to electricity and go for the Ancient Power. Emolga will almost always lead off with Double Team. Regardless of what the trainer is that has the Emolga, they almost always will just go for Double Team. I don't know why, they just love to abuse that Double Team. Anyway, we were able to knock it out there, and we get a Cherry Berry for our troubles. I don't know if this guy's going to battle us, but we'll see. I guess we'll have Palpitoad out in front just in case. And no, Chargestone Cave seems like a complicated maze, but actually it's a straight road. Well, thank you for mentioning that. Here on Route 6, there's a place called Mistralton Cave, and he's going to tell us about a legendary Pokemon that resides in there. But we need Surf to get to that cave. It's going to be down to the right. Oh, I forgot about this place. We actually can get healed here. Okay, well, I guess that works out well. I forgot about this house. So now we're all healed up, which is good. And we're also going to get a Shiny Stone from this girl here, which will evolve Minccino. If you're using one on your team, I suggest you don't, but on the off chance that you are, or if you just want a Chinchino for some reason, might as well just go ahead and use that. Anywho, to the east here, after we get Surf, we'll be coming back and heading into Mistralton Cave. There's a very powerful Dragon-type Pokemon in there that we can just find walking around in the cave, and there's also a legendary Pokemon that we can find in there as well, but we're not ready for that yet. So I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Doesn't appear as though I did. And now we can head into the cave, but there's this web blocking it. Thanks for waiting. Ah, Clay. Clay, my friend, welcome. Looks like the nest of an electric-type Pokemon called Galvantula. Don't know why there's a nest here, but if there are folks having problems, the gym leader's the one to fix it. Yes, do fix it. Krokorok, take it out. And it's gonna, like, slam it and it makes the super effective noise. It was super effective on the web. And this here TM's yours. It's my favorite TM, so you can teach it to all of your Pokemon. Alright, well maybe not all, but at least one. It's going to be TM78 Bulldoze. It's called Bulldoze, this move. I'm not even going to read that. Basically what it does is it has 60 base power, 100% accuracy, and it also acts like Icy Wind in that it will lower the opponent's speed, definitely. So it makes sense for me to get rid of Mudshot on my Palpitoad, because Mudshot, I mean, it is a special attack. I mean, that would be one difference, but Mudshot has 95% accuracy, and Bulldoze does not have an accuracy problem at all. So might as well teach it to him, right? I don't remember what TM it was. Yeah, let's see, 70 something. There we go, 78. Alright, the downside to this is that it is like Earthquake and it will damage everybody that's on the field. So you do need to be careful when you're in triple and double battles that your partner is able to avoid it or resist it, so you don't kill your partners, because that's just never fun. Alright, so Palpitoad knows Bulldoze now. That's fun. Into Chargestone Cave we go. What the hell? Ninjas? You guys have ninjas now? And now you're not even playing fair. My lord, and we brought the one you wanted. Oh, hey man, what's up? Ah, yes. That was the Shadow Triad just now. Getsus enlisted them in Team Plasma. Well, so I see. Apparently they were the ones who prepared the Galvantula nest at the cave entrance. Well, they did a good job. Chargestone Cave. I like this place. Formulas express electricity and its connection to Pokemon. If people did not exist, this would be an ideal place. You have been chosen, you know. Does it surprise you that I said that? Sure, of course. Such news should be a surprise. I told Getsus about you and your friends. After I did, he apparently used the Shadow Triad to find out more about you. Sharon is pursuing the ideal of strength. Poor Bianca has faced the sad truth that not everyone can become stronger. Ha, Bianca. And you are not swayed either way, more of a neutral presence, which is apparently a good thing. Team Plasma will be waiting for you ahead. Getsus wants to see what kind of Pokemon trainer you really are. And off he goes. So I guess we haven't seen the last of him before getting out of Chargestone Cave after all. Alrighty, well we might as well continue on just a little bit before we call it an episode. And let's see here. This is weird. How do we get past this part? Hey! Oh boy. Oh, it's Bianca. What's up? Culination, did you know this? The floating stones move when you touch them. Oh, so we can just push them out of the way? Right, Professor? Professor Juniper's here. Now it's a party. Hell yeah. Hi there. How are you, Culination? Oh, I'm just dandy, thank you. This place is always charged with lots of electricity that Pokemon like. The electric charges react from one stone to another, and that's why some of the stones are floating. Whoa, mind equals blown. But not all the stones can be pushed. My father asked me to research Clink, which is a Pokemon that looks like a gear, because I'm researching the origins of Pokemon and the era they appeared. Well, these are all Generation 5 Pokemon. They're probably new. He knows how to get what he wants from people. But I was already interested in this anyway, so it's a lot of fun. I'm sure it is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Culination, this is for you. And she's going to give us one of the most valuable items in the entire game. And just give it to us, the Lucky Egg. If you remember in Pokemon XD, when I did the Lucky Egg quest, which was like last week actually, it was like a half an hour ordeal, and I cut out a lot of it because it was so lengthy just to get the Lucky Egg. And what it does is it increases the amount of experience that you get from each battle if you're holding that item. So, needless to say, I'm going to be spamming the use of that throughout the rest of the journey to keep my Pokemon at tip-top shape. Anyway, I'm going to stop here, guys. In the next episode, we'll continue on through Chargestone Cave and hopefully get up to some battles with Team Plasma towards the end of the cave. But thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for episode number 29. Game on!